Hi, I'm Annette from itsAdelight.com, and today I am going to share with you how I make my Thousand Island dressing. So this is one of my 5 favorite dressings. I have 5 that I love to make and just keep it really simple. Thousand Island is one of them. Now I'm going to share a little secret that will no longer be a secret once I say it, but I don't like Thousand Island dressing. But my husband and my family loves it. So I had to come up with a good Thousand Island dressing to make. It's got healthy ingredients. One of my other kind of stipulations was it needed to be not just delicious and servable, but it had to use really basic ingredients that I keep on hand all the time. So that's what I'm going to show you. No bad oil, no sugar, no fillers, no xanthan gum, thickeners, no preservatives or artificial flavors, just wholesome goodness, okay? Let's dive right in. Very few ingredients. First thing we're gonna start out with is a mayonnaise. You can use any good mayonnaise that you typically use for this. You could use homemade mayonnaise. When I have homemade mayonnaise, I use homemade mayonnaise. But this is what I'm using today. It's a good brand. It doesn't have any sugar or a bunch of stuff in it, and it has a good oil, so we're using this one today. So we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And yes, you can just make it in a jar like this, all one jar easily, and then that's how I store it. Next thing is sour cream. Again, just get the best sour cream that you can. This is full fat, organic sour cream. You could use light sour cream. Any sour cream that you have is gonna work just fine. I want that to be basically level. And also I might add, you could have this recipe too if you didn't want quite this much. Like I say, my husband really loves Thousand Island dressing, so he uses this a lot. And something else I will share, because let me just say we're gonna put our ketchup in here, and actually I'm gonna open it this way, but let me share another thing. When you make Thousand Island dressing, what I have found about Thousand Island dressing is it also works great for hamburgers, kind of like that special sauce. Thousand Island dressing, believe it or not, is really great to have a little bit of ranch mixed with it, or a little bit of extra ketchup with it, or even a little bit of barbecue sauce, and then it makes a really good, kind of like a sandwich wrap or burger, sauce to top that with. Hopefully I have enough here. I seem like I'm a little shy on my ketchup. I probably should have measured it out ahead, but we're just gonna go with it. This also is a ketchup this ketchup is a brand that doesn't have any sugar in it. It's kind of an interesting ketchup because it is made with carrot puree and butternut squash puree. So if you can find this True Made one, it's a good one. Okay, so we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of ketchup in there as well. And that does kind of give it that orangey color and a little bit of the sweet flavor, I think. Next, I have 2 tablespoons of pickle relish. This is dill pickle relish, which is usually what I use. I have heard that you can use sweet relish, and sometimes I use my homemade refrigerator pickles that I just chop up, which are kind of like a sweet tangy, so that works really well. So I'm gonna give this just a little bit of stir. That is looking great. Now we're gonna add our seasonings, just a couple. I have onion powder here, and it takes a pinch. Let me share about these a second. So I have a pinch, a dash, and a smidgen. And a dash is about 1/8, and a pinch is a little smaller than that. So I will leave a little link for these little spoons if you want to have them. Otherwise, you can just shake it in. I was after being able to reproduce this same delicious taste every time, even next week, the week after, continually. So I found with this recipe, it's the pinch. That's what I'm using. So I had to double check. And it helps me, when I'm shaking everything in, like I say, just to be able to make it completely accurate. You could add more of any spice, more of salt, anything that you wanted, but I think you're gonna find that if you love Thousand Island, this is gonna be a lot like a store-bought Thousand Island, because my competitor was that name brand Kraft Thousand Island. That's what I had to get this to taste and match up to that. And it passed the test. So that's all we do. We just stir this all in really well. Now this is a pint jar, so I ended up with, it's almost full. I've got about 1 inch from the top, so it's about perfect because it's just coming right up to that shoulder. And this is going to be really great if you let this sit overnight. It just kind of starts to blend all of its flavors and be tasty and delicious, but you could use it right now. Okay, so I have some romaine greens, and I'm just going to add some cucumber on this. Just a real simple, quick salad is usually when I pull out the Thousand Island dressing, is when we're just having something really basic, nothing too fancy. A little bit of tomato. And then we always love to have a little bit of cheese. And I do usually cut my cheese with the scissors. I just like to. I feel like it makes nice little elongated pieces, and it's just me. Now, I was making this for my husband. He loves dried cranberries. This is a great brand. It's sweetened with apple juice, and again, doesn't have any funky oils or stuff in it that we don't want, but he loves to have dried cranberries or dried raisins on his salad. So we're gonna make this as if we're making this for him. And of course, he has to have a little bit of red onion too. I'm not a fan of the raw red onion, but this would be his absolute favorite way. And now we are going to add our delicious homemade dressing, Thousand Island dressing, thick and just delicious. Okay, so now our salad is done, and you can serve this with your meal or whatever else you're having. I think you're gonna find this dressing is absolutely delicious, that if your family loves a store-bought Thousand Island, this dressing, it only takes 6 ingredients, are salt, onion powder, garlic powder, sour cream, ketchup, and mayonnaise. That's all there is to it. So I hope you love this dressing. You're gonna store this in the refrige. I'm just gonna put a storage cap on it. It's gonna be good for a couple weeks, and you're gonna enjoy it. So I hope to see you in the next video.